And we're live.
And we are live, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back to the weekly episode.
The fucking weekly episode, boys. And this week's a little special.
Is it?
Is it?
I kid.
Ah, you kid.
I
Dog,
Is it special?
Me? Oh, no, is it?
Shit. Your boy's turning 21.
Let's go, boys.
The Can drink in the States.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait to go down there and die instantaneously when I breathe in the air.
Yeah. And, dude, so it's not my birthday today, but the day that we post this is Sunday. Your boy's 21. Now I've been thinking, maybe I'll go down to the States. Maybe I'll beat up some police officers, do what I can. So,
help out the cause.
Yeah, help out the cause. Now we can start this out. We can start this podcast out very interesting because I've been hyping up this topic for a little bit with Trey. I've been telling him about the country of Chaz. Now,
Chaz.
The country of Chaz.
Okay, when he said, do you know anything about Chaz? And I was like Chaz Michaels? Is that was
I don't even know what Chaz Michaels is.
Isn't it from Blades of Glory or whatever? Like Chaz Michaels? Doesn't he do like that disgusting fucking
the spin figure? Move? Yeah. Okay, first of all, before we get into Chaz Michaels, let's talk about him. Blades of Glory, unreal movie.
I would say I'm going to post a picture, but Lord knows I'm going to forget when I'm editing this. So,
Dude, it happens every episode.
Every single time I'm like, oh, I'll put a clip into that. Get into editing and I export it and I put it up on YouTube and I'm like, I forgot about that one thing.
Whatever. Now, okay. So the country of Chaz.
Miller High Life. The champagne of beers.
Yeah, first of all, hey, it says the champagne of beers on this beer, so.
Cool.
So the country of Chaz.
Tastes like shit.
Okay, let me get into this. The country of Chaz. I've said the country of Chaz about fucking 20 times already. I haven't said anything about it. So it's Seattle. It's involved with the protests. So what happened is, in Seattle, this is in the last couple days or so.
Okay.
So in Seattle,
the
riots were getting so bad that the police had to move out of the police station. Now what they did is they boarded up all the windows and they boarded up and they removed all the files, everything like that, right? They completely emptied out the police station.
Yep.
Now the protesters moved into the police station, obviously.
As you do.
As you do. And then they cleared out a 6-block radius and boarded up a fucking wall around it. Now they're declaring their own country there, called the Country of Chaz. Now it stands for Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. Don't know where they came up with that name.
Well, it's on Capitol Hill. That's where the police station is.
All right, autonomous zone. I don't know. Maybe it's just run with Teslas. I don't understand.
Autonomous would mean they're
explain
autonomous from the government. So you have autonomy, basically meaning that essentially you can run yourselves. There's a zone where the government doesn't have as much power over them.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there's no power here because except for so the leader of this wonderful country, where I'd love to vacation to. It's the Bahamas of Seattle, right? Obviously.
Of course.
Now, we know Seattle is obviously, there's a bunch of lovely people there. Not a lot of homeless people at all, right?
No. Definitely
no homeless
not
people at all. And not a bunch of liberals, shaved head, pansexuals either, right?
I don't know about that one, but there's no homeless people, definitely.
Definitely no homeless people. Now, the one time that me and you went to Seattle, we saw a guy shoot up heroin in the first bathroom I went to. So
yeah, no, that was good. Yeah, we went to we parked underneath the convention center, and I've been to the convention center quite a few times. So I was like, I'm gonna just go into the bathroom around the corner. It's just a quick walk, and I go in there, and I guess they had cropped the doors to the stall because so many people were shooting up in there.
Yeah.
So they could see, obviously, right? So someone could come in and check up. So I go in there as I don't know, how old was I? This is in 2018?
We were 18, 19, something like that.
Okay, so I go in there. First thing I do, this guy's got a full setup. I'm talking, you know how stoners will, they'll have, their little bag, you unzip it, have your pipe, all your shit, and they, take it out nice. This guy had a full tray, and it was, needles, heroin, spoon, lighters, all this shit.
He looked like a dentist in there. They have that fucking spread?
Yeah.
Just a torture table.
Yeah, and so I was I see this and I was like, oh my god, he's shooting up heroin, and then you come in and I'm like, fucking look at this dude, and you're like, oh my god, what the fuck? And then we leave, and your little brother's like, I gotta pee, and like he kind of like walks in without like getting our attention. Right as we're telling your dad, hey, yeah, some guy shooting up heroin in the bathroom, and your brother goes in, and I turn around and I see him just walk out like.
Yeah, dude. So Seattle's a great place now. So if we want to get to the country of Chaz, we have to crawl over this big wall, right? And so all the protesters moved into this. It's a 6-block radius. They literally boarded up a wall around the entire place. And there's literally a sign that says, "You are now leaving the USA." And they're declaring their own country. Now,
didn't they try this in Family Guy?
Dude, the thing about like what's going on there is it's literally like worse than GTA.
Yeah.
It's literally worse than GTA. I don't even understand. All the cops have paintball guns.
No, they don't have paintball, dog. Like that's
They got paintball guns now.
No. It wasn't like they're shooting like paint things at them, but they're full of like lead tips.
Fuck yeah.
Like it's like dude, when it's when you get shot with a paintball gun,
yeah,
and it leaves a nice fat wart.
Hell yeah.
Like I'm talking like this thing can like break through skin. Like you're getting fucked up.
Wow, I would love to get shot in the face with one of those.
Yeah.
Okay, so the country of Chaz. We are getting so sidetracked here.
Oh yeah.
But for good reason, because this story is absolutely incredible.
Oh yeah.
So there's a bunch of like the culture in Seattle, like it's a lot of like the vegan.
It's very left wing metropolitan. If you want to,
right?
So, like give it a label.
Yeah. Excuse me. So
very West Coast.
Very West Coast, and they moved into this fucking police station. Mm-hmm. They have all their supplies. They have all their food and their fucking water and shit like that. And since they're nice people and they're like, hey, we're protesters, we're for everybody, they let all the homeless people in.
Cool.
And they let the homeless people have access to some of their food, and the homeless people just rummaged, just destroyed. They just fucking mucked everything, right? So now they're in this fucking country. They're in their own fucking country right now, just starving. They put out a letter, and they're like, "Hey, yeah, we need this is a real letter, okay?" I did my research on this shit today. They put out a letter saying, "Yeah, the food we request is vegan meat supplements, vegetables, and water." I'm like, okay, so you're going to survive for 20 hours.
God, man.
And no, that's not even the worst part. So, you know how they're protesting against police brutality, right? Mm-hmm. You know what they did in this city to create law and order? They hired a fucking gang run by this guy named Chaz. And this guy, him and his goons are the new police. I shit you not. And they're going around fucking up people that aren't, they're not obeying the new laws of the country of Chaz.
So what you're telling me is Chaz is keeping the laws in the country of Chaz.
No, but the thing is that they're participating. Chaz's fucking group of goons, the new police, they're participating in police brutality while they're protesting police brutality. Now, I don't really understand what's going on 100%, but I do know this. They put out a fucking letter, not to the state government, but to the federal government. About,
so the big bump in the old White House.
Yeah, big bump in the old White House, right? Saying that there are requirements for what they want to take down the wall and like give back the country of Chaz. Now the requirements they want are fucking absolutely incredible. Starting with, they no longer want a police force in Seattle. They want free college tuition for everybody. They want all black doctors to operate exclusively on black patients, which makes absolutely no sense to me. Why wouldn't you just want
Isn't that segregation?
Yes. Isn't that the same thing that they're protesting against? What? I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to have a black doctor because I'm white. Isn't that racism?
I can see the point they're getting at, but I just feel like that's you're hitting a beat that didn't need to get hit.
I know.
You know?
There's a fucking list of shit that they want. Like it's retarded requirements for them to give back this 6-block radius.
This fucking whole thing that's going, like the movement that's going on, that's like we need to abolish police.
Yeah, it's police it turned from stop police brutality to stop police in general. Do you know what the fuck's gonna happen if there's no police?
Have you I don't think any of these people have ever heard of anarchism.
You ever watched The Purge?
Well, not just that, but like anarchism is essentially like neo-anarcho-liberals are like a movement that's even further left than communism to like, so you know how communism and like totalitarianism kind of go hand in hand, where you have like a leader like Stalin or whatever that kind of takes over and he does his thing. Anarchism is like so far left that there's no government and everybody just does whatever they want.
Yeah.
And I was like,
no structure whatsoever and everything will just fall to shit.
But, well, yeah, basically like the societal structures that we've put in place won't exist. So the guys that like, let's say you come in, you're like, I want my house built. Oh, okay, well, let's contract out some builders and then we're going to get the land. You have to take a mortgage. Well, none of that exists. So you're going to be fucking ooga booga living in a hut again. It's taken us 50,000 years to get here, and you want to just throw it all away.
And just start going backwards.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's going to be that thing of like, oh, well, I want to do this. And you might be able to get your chance to do it, and you're going to have it and be like, well, like, why can't I get any vegan food here? Oh, the farms don't exist and the factories don't exist to process that stuff.
Yeah, where do you think you're going to get your vegan Krabby Patties and shit? I don't understand.
People don't think far enough ahead. I get it. I get the general gist of what you want. You don't want big government. Essentially, you want the same thing as a libertarian. But then libertarians are on the right side, and the left hates the right, and the right hates the. It's the same, different means to the same end. You know what I mean? Like, work together, man.
If you guys didn't already know, Clouded Judgement is the #1 source for news in 2020.
Yeah, and politics.
Politics and news. That's all we've been fucking discussing in the last couple podcasts.
I mean, hey, it's kind of just where the world's going. But
and every once in a while, we get sidetracked to heroin for some reason.
And crack.
Dude, the thing about heroin is it's probably nuts. I'm just never going to try it. That's why I don't. I mean.
Well, I remember there was like a thing I read. I think I've brought this up before, but it was like a list of like the amount of like I'm not gonna say like endorphins, but like they ranked it on like a list of like different
serotonin levels.
Yeah, like it's so it was like 0 is just nothing. You have no serotonin. Like sex was like 250, smoking weed was like 200. Alcohol's in that same area.
Yeah.
Heroin was like, what was it? It was like 1,600. Yeah, meth was like 2,000 to 2,500, and then there was a drug that
fentanyl.
No. There was a drug that like you have to like. It was like it was a fake version of like another drug, which was a fake version of another drug. Like it was like that far diluted, and you like crush it up and you snort it, and that was like 6,000. And a guy. This is from Reddit, so don't take this with a grain of salt. But a guy like made like a whole post about it, and he was like, I did the drug, and ever since I did it like 2 years ago. Apparently, he said ever since then he can't discern real from fake. He doesn't know what's going on in his life.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah,
dude. The big thing that's going on right now is Whippets. That's like the big new movement. You know how? Okay, so it was like 2016.
Isn't it, like Whippets? Weren't they like a thing in the 90s? Like,
yeah,
they've always been a thing.
They've been a thing, but they're like coming back now. You know how like there's like the community of people our age,
just love doing
20
Whippets.
to 25 or something like that, in like this sort of like rapper community, like this shit that the rappers all make famous, and then everybody will kind of do it in like in like the popular groups of people.
Xans was like the last thing.
It was 2016 to 2018, I'd say, was like lean, right? And then it was Xanax, and then I guess Blow's been there since like the fucking 50s or whatever, but
yeah, Blow was like 60s, 70s, 80s.
And so now it's like these Whippets where motherfuckers are filling up balloons, and I've done Whippets, dog.
You're a fucking crackhead.
I did it one time.
Why?
It was so fucked. I didn't know. Okay, swear to God, when I
didn't know.
No, hey.
What did they do? Crack open the whipped cream can and say, "Hey, take a hit, bro." And you were like, "This isn't weed, Shaggy. This is."
You're giving me a balloon? I thought it was helium. I thought I was gonna have like a high pitched voice, and I just was fucking melting into.
Is that actually what happened? Like you were like,
no, I didn't get that. That would be fucking drugging me.
No, but I mean like You thought it was helium, or did you know it was Whippets?
I knew it was Whippets, but I didn't know what Whippets were. I never had been exposed to it before. Like, I never heard anyone say, like, oh, this is a drug that you shouldn't do and shit. I was at a party. And
doesn't it just kill your brain cells?
Yeah. Yeah, it just kills your brain cells. Now, I'm not even joking. I was hammered when this happened, right? And I was at some girl that we went to school with, her birthday party. This is in like grade 12 maybe. Mm-hmm. And someone had Whippets, right? And they were whipping these balloons around. I was like, all right, I guess I'm gonna try it because I'm hammered and I was fucking retarded, right?
Let me tell you, this guy is very susceptible to anything when he's hammered.
Maybe.
Men?
Yeah.
Ladies. Just kidding, he's married.
Yeah, I'm a married man.
Unless it's men.
I'm a gay man. This is another coming out video. Now, so I took this Whippet, right? Like, it was like a balloon, and I took the fucking whatever little thing, and my face just got stuck in like a smiling position. And you know how like your muscles cramp up if you're really dehydrated? My face cramped up in a smiling, like laughing position like this, all retarded. I literally felt like I was on meth for like, and it only lasted like 30 seconds, not even. Fucked. And then I felt fine. But it was just, dude,
isn't that the thing with like Coke too though? Like you said, like it lasted like 30 seconds. Like Coke, like you take a fucking line or a fucking
that's why people rip it all the time.
Yeah,
it's only like 10 minutes
a
or something.
15-minute thing, and then you want like what? How dumb are you?
Well, what if it's like, what if like crack was the best thing? Oh, DMT doesn't last very long. DMT doesn't last very long.
Okay, that's the difference though, is that you're it's not the feeling people are going for, it's the experience of it. Like you're experiencing like an ethereal like awakening to that. I don't know,
like a different dimension.
Yeah, you're fucking transcending some shit, you know, and you come back and you're like, I've seen God, you know what I mean? Versus some guy getting hammered and being like, let's fucking take bumps so we can drink more.
The part that I don't understand about cocaine is people do it when they're hammered to sober up so they can drink more.
It makes zero sense to me.
It's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And then your wallet's just fucking draining.
Gone. Dude, when I was in Europe, man, one of the guys I was traveling with, like there were these 2 guys specifically. They were great guys, don't get me wrong. But they would go on like these like 3-4 day long benders when we were in certain countries. Yeah. Like we'd all leave together. And, like, me and, like, the normal group of boys would come back at, like, 1 to 3 a.m., give or take. We'd come back. We'd all pass out. 7 a.m., like, right before the bus was going to leave for, like, the next place. These guys stumble in, start packing their shit. And we're like, where the fuck were you? And they're just coked out of their minds.
Fuck yeah.
I was like, oh,
that's hardcore.
God. But, like, what I was going to say, though, is you said, like, your wallet gets depleted. One of the guys, when we were in Hungary, just threw $400 at a guy to get coke.
Really?
400.
See, when I was in Europe, I was in Prague and I was trying to find weed, right? Yeah. Now, the only time I got weed in a place where it wasn't legal, meaning Amsterdam, where the prices are reasonable, I got weed in Rome. And it was because when I went to Rome, there was a weed fucking festival, like protest going on. Yeah. And so we literally went to this fucking town square in Rome, and it was like, it wasn't like the weed culture that's here where it's like stoners and people wearing those like fucking flat brim hats and like, you know, baggy clothes and shit like that. It was like reggae culture, which is dope to be a part of because there was like a stage and like this fucking reggae thing. And first of all, like the way we found out about it, we went to our hostel and we were signing in and we were all like, it was like, we got there at maybe 9 or 10, and we flew in fucking at like 5 a.m. from Paris, straight to Rome. And we were like, okay, blah, blah, blah. We sign in. It's like fucking 9 a.m. They're like, oh, you can't sign in until 12. And we're like, oh, fuck. Okay, well, can we leave our bags here? They're like, the chick's like, yeah, do you guys blaze? And we're like, what? Do I blaze? And she's like, I didn't know if that was like, she was like an American chick because they just go there and they work at these hostels, right? So I'm like, what do you mean by blaze? Because don't get my fucking hopes up right now, right? Because I went to Amsterdam. I was like 2 weeks off of weed at this point. I'm like, don't even fucking say that word near me, right? She's like, you like blaze? Like, do you take bong rips? And I'm like, Well, yeah. Why are you
Well,
asking me that? Well, of course, lady.
Dude, I love how aggressive that sounds, though. It's like, yeah, you can leave your bags here. Do you blaze? You're like,
It was literally like that, though. I was
what?
so caught off guard. I was like, what do you mean I blaze?
it's like, okay, and she could have said, yeah, like, like smoke weed. She could have said it just normally.
She could have
Yeah,
said, do you
like,
smoke weed? Don't say you blaze.
But no. But like, not even that. It was like, do you blaze? And you're like, what? And she's like, yeah, do you smoke weed? Okay, yes. Why did she have to go about it and say, yeah, do you take bong rips?
She literally said
what?
that, though. You take bong rips. Why, yes, I do, lady.
Well,
now, point me to where this fucking weed thing is. She's like, yeah, there's this weed festival. Go here at like 1 or 2 p.m. or something like that. And you walk like around this fucking square. There's like this weed festival. And there was no walking involved. It was just this one park packed with like 200 people.
Yeah.
All people like our age.
Sweet.
A little bit younger.
Yeah.
Everyone just smoking weed, right? So I go there. I'm like, okay, we need to find some weed. Obviously, we just go around asking. We find this little Italian boy, and this dude, he was maybe 12 or 13 years old. I'm like, yo, my guy, like, you trying to sell me some weed right now? And he's like, of course, right? So I got 2 grams for like 20 euros or some shit. Right now, it's obviously
a bit of a
overpriced,
rip,
but I was
yeah.
just like, dude, I'm not gonna try to ask around. I'm just trying to get high right now, right?
Yeah.
So I'm walking around, asked some random chick. She had like rollies in her fucking ear. I'm like, hey, lady, may I please have a rollie? And she had like the jumbo ones, and I had 2 grams, right? I'm like, so we made friends with like her and there's like her group of friends, like these other dudes, and so I got his grinder. I rolled like this cannon, and all these guys are like, oh my god, because they don't have weed there, right?
Yeah.
Like it's actually a very illegal thing in Italy.
Yeah.
Like it's fucked, and like
It's
this
like
chick specified.
how it used to be.
Yeah, it's like how it used to be. And this chick specified, she's like, yeah, you don't have to worry about cops. Like, they're chill today.
Yeah.
Because it's like a big thing.
It's like how 420 used to be for us.
Yeah, it was 420 in Rome, right?
Yeah.
And so I got this rollie. I rolled this cannon, right? And this is me and the 2 buddies I went to Europe with. We smoked this joint, and like, we're chilling for like 20, 30 minutes, just baked out of our minds. And then this weed's just different.
Yep.
So we're sitting there, and then one of my buddies just looks at me. He's like, dude, I think this weed's laced. I'm like, what? And then obviously, as soon as you say that, I'm just going to start looking for shit
Yeah. You're
that
like,
makes me think it's
how
laced.
can
right?
I tell? Yeah.
Right? Like, it's the same thing where, like, if you're, like, on the edge of puking, if you're drinking, and someone's like, yo, dude, are you okay? You're looking pale. You're puking. Right? It's the same thing. It's just confirmation of something that you're thinking of in your brain already.
Dude, that's why like I never say, "Are you okay?" That is bar none the worst thing to say to somebody.
Yeah.
Because when here's another story. Our one buddy, we were at your house and we like smoked a little bit, and he came in before us. We come in after. First thing you say, "Oh my God, you're so pale." It's like, come on, man. Give the guy a chance.
Hey, dog, it wasn't up to me. He was puking, okay?
I think he rallied. I don't even think he did. But regardless, go back to your story.
Regardless. So, yeah, we have this fucking laced weed in Rome. And so, dude, my buddy looks at this sign, and they have, like, these weird signs where when you look at them, regardless if you're sober, you're high or whatever, they like move.
They're like tripping you out. Yeah.
They trip you out. There's those weird. It's like those
It's
weird
like one of
words,
those
right?
optical illusions that you look at and it's like moving and shit.
Yeah. He looks at that thing, and apparently it was a word that said like "high" or something like that.
Yeah.
And he looked at it was a T-shirt, like this T-shirt stand. It said "high." He looked at it, and the shirt just flew away. And then he's like, "This weed's laced," and I'm like, "What do you mean?" And then we just start pacing around. I look to my right, dude. I swear to God, on my life. There was a man in a wheelchair doing fucking, like, balancing, like, on a wheelie chair, doing fucking 360s. I'm like, okay, we gotta go, okay? We gotta go. This weed is fucking laced. There's no way that this man is ripping fucking wheelies on this, what did I say? Is it a
wheelchair?
A wheelchair. I say a wheelie chair? Well, it was. But
I mean, he was fucking treating it like it was.
Yeah, so we go back to the hostel, dude, and, like, I'm just so high. It wasn't laced. It was just, like...
You were just too high.
I was just too high. Because
2
we smoked
weeks
a
without
2-gram
smoking.
joint. It's a lot, man.
Hey, man, it's going to happen this weekend. T-break's almost over, baby.
Hey, dude, tea break's almost over. We're waiting.
We're getting back to the Miller High Life.
How do you feel?
How I feel.
You can't sleep, though.
Yeah, okay, so I've been having this weird thing recently where I don't know if it's because of work, if I got something else going on, or if it's because of the weed, or a mixture of all three, or blah, blah, blah. But I've been having the worst sleeps of my life. Like the other day, I woke up 9 times in the middle of the night. Like legit, I went to bed, woke up, and I was like, oh, okay, it must be in the middle of the night. Look at my phone. It's been 20 minutes. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Fall back asleep. Wake up. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Check it again. 20 minutes. I was like, dude, I'm still within the hour of when I fall asleep. This continued on periodically throughout the rest of the night. I woke up and I was like, bruh, there's no way I'm going to be able to fucking go to work today.
Do you normally go to bed high, though?
No.
Like on a normal week, would you go to bed high?
Like I'm pretty sober.
But you would have smoked weed during the day.
During the day at some point, yeah.
It might be from that.
It has to be something to do with that, as well as maybe getting used to switching my time back to that, because my natural time to sleep is like 3 a.m. or like 2 a.m. to like 9 a.m. Like that's when I sleep.
Regardless, if you get say you get 7 hours of sleep, which is for me is a lot of sleep. I can perfectly operate on 7 hours of sleep.
7 hours of sleep is my usual. Yeah.
7 hours of sleep is usual. But say like you sleep from like 2 to 9, right? Or you sleep and you have to wake up at or you switch it back and you have to wake up at 7. You get the same amount of sleep, but you feel more tired.
Well,
right?
That's what I'm saying.
Kind of
it's
thing.
Waking up at 7 is like, it's for whatever reason my body's like, and specifically now I'm waking up between 6 and 7. That's like depends on the day of what we're doing.
Yeah.
So or where we're going. So it bounces back and forth. But my fucking body just cannot wake up earlier than 8 and not be bag tired.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if it's like that. And then when you start a new job and you're kind of like, you got the jitters, you're like, fuck, I gotta go to work. I don't want to fuck up today. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking it has to do with something with like anxiety or some shit, but I don't want to be a bitch, man.
It might be like you're waking up because you don't want to sleep through your alarm. It's probably what it is.
That could
I have
be
that
it too.
shit too. Like I will wake up randomly sometimes at like 3 a.m. and I will bolt up and like this happened a bunch of times. Like I look at my phone and my phone's dead. I'll get up and like I'll fucking freak out and I'll run downstairs to look at like the clock and it's like 3 a.m. and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, right? But it's just your brain thinking that you slept in, right?
Yeah. It happened today actually, because I actually didn't set an alarm for today, so I woke up at like 6 when I was supposed to wake up at like 6:45. So I was like, oh fuck, I might as well just stay up. But
you stayed up?
Yeah.
It's kind of a play though.
Yeah, I just laid.
If you wake up like that close, it's way too dangerous to try to go back to sleep. Because dude, the most dangerous thing that you can possibly do is not snooze the alarm, but turn it off and say, I'm just going to close my eyes for 30 seconds.
Oh, bro, that's what I do every time.
You're going to fall asleep for like another 20
That's why
minutes.
I set 3 alarms. Dude, one of my buddies did that. He sets 8 alarms, and one of them, like, bunch of them are on his phone. Like, 2 of them are on his, like, actual massive clock.
Yeah.
And he slept through all of them. And then, like, I guess, like, his work chat was just blowing up. And he wakes up, and it's like, I think he has to be at work for 7, and it was 7:45.
Fuck yeah.
And he gets up, and he's like, hello, boss. I am sorry. I slept through all 8 of my alarms. I'm coming in now. And his boss like sent back like, naughty, naughty, or something like that.
Naughty, naughty.
Yeah.
Dog, if my boss texts me naughty, naughty, I wouldn't come in. I'm going to get spanked.
Bad boy.
You're a bad boy.
I mean, don't you talk dirty with your boss all the time, you fucking weirdo?
I do, but we just have a sexual relationship. I don't know. It's weird. He fucks me sometimes.
Pride Month.
Dude, I got a raise because I sucked him off.
God, I wish that's how it worked. I'd suck off my Thanos of a boss.
Does he look like Thanos?
Dude, he's huge.
Is he
that
huge?
man is yoked.
Hey, dude, first of all, speaking of huge people, I listened to, you know who Joe Rogan had on his podcast yesterday? Ronnie Coleman.
Oh, yeah. Didn't that guy... I saw a clip and it was like, Ronnie Coleman got into bodybuilding because he wanted a free gym membership.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
So you know what this dude's body fat percentage was?
Like was before?
Yeah.
15, 20?
No, when he was bodybuilding.
Oh, when he was bodybuilding. 3?
Yeah. No.
2?
No.
1?
No.
0?
I don't think you could survive on 0. It was
Well,
0.3.
Dude,
I thought you die after like 3.
Well, no, I was going to say, isn't below 3 like super unhealthy?
Well, yeah, but also being fucking 300 pounds and 0.3% body fat is also very unhealthy.
Yeah.
Being fucking 300 pounds and 5% body fat is unhealthy.
This guy was just mucking McDonald's consistently.
Dude, I don't even know what was he eating? Ice cubes and steroids? What do you intake to maintain a 0.3% body fat rate? Needles.
Just all of the...
all of the liposuction.
Wait, so if he only had 0.3% body fat, how could he inject the steroids into his ass? Because don't you need to like grab a chunk of fat and then pop it in there?
Yeah, you put it in the skin. I don't know. It'd be a process. Maybe the tongue.
Oh, God.
I don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking hate needles so much.
That's funny.
Dog, have I ever told a story about like me? 100% I haven't. So, hey, here's a story for you guys. Now, this is one of the most embarrassing stories I have. Now, your boy here hates needles. Mm-hmm. I went to go get a little... I went to Mexico like 3 years ago.
Oh, I remember that.
And I had to get a little shot before I went so I didn't get fucking Mexico AIDS. And the grocery store that we have in Canada, it's called Save On Foods, and they have a little pharmacy section. And
was it at Save On or Superstore?
Save On.
Okay.
And your boy here got his shot. Was
big
fine.
Boy. He was
now,
a big boy.
I started overthinking it a little bit, and I stood up a little too quick. Now, I started walking away, and I was walking through the aisles, and the next thing I know, I wake up, and I'm just on the floor, and there is a paramedic, like, over top of me. I don't know how fucking fast they came or how long I was out. I don't remember.
You must have been out for a while, man, because you still got the gash in the back of your head.
I do, dude. I have a fucking scar on the back of my head.
Absolutely smacked his head.
Dog. From a fucking goddamn AIDS shot.
Yep.
Literally, Mexico AIDS. What am I gonna get at a fucking Cancun resort? A fucking... I don't even know.
Isn't it for the water?
It is for... No.
Yeah, it's for the water. Though.
Is it for the water?
Yeah.
It's like hepatitis or something.
I don't know. But
Is hepatitis...
You can get...
I'm not a big disease
hepatitis
guy.
A, B, C to Z. I don't know. Like, there's so many fucking
I don't even know.
diseases. Some of them are sexually transmitted. Some of them are you stay outside in the sun too long. I don't know.
So is there a cure for AIDS now?
No.
No?
Magic Johnson's still living with it.
He's good, though.
But, well, I mean, yeah, he just threw all of the
you will
money
never see me around that guy if there's mosquitoes.
I was going to say, if there's a mosquito in that party, I'm gone.
I'm gone. You see Magic Johnson, you're like, hey, man, you see a mosquito? Oh, fuck. You start just
oh, my
sprinting.
God. Magic Johnson. I got to go. Sign this, please, now.
Sign this.
I got to run.
Dude, nobody asks for autographs anymore, though. That's like... I was thinking this, like, say, hey, so when Clouded Judgement, obviously, we're the biggest podcast of all time. And every time someone fucking comes up to me and they're like, hey, can I get an autograph? I'm like, hey, dude, I don't have a signature that you can't forge to take my credit card. So, no.
You need a signature to take your credit? What?
Dude,
does your credit card not have a pin on it?
My credit card has a pin, but someone could definitely forge my signature. Like, okay, so this is what I'm saying. Obviously, no one's ever asked me for a signature in my fucking life because we have 20 subscribers on YouTube. But
yeah, biggest in the world. What do you
biggest in the world. Never mind. But so if a celebrity, like when there was signatures going around, would their signature that they would give to you, would that be different than the ones that they would sign on legal documents?
I think so, yeah.
That's what I think,
like,
right?
Well, because you think about it this way, like when... I don't know. Like I have like some memorabilia signed by like fucking Canucks players, even though I'm not a Canucks fan. But like you go to fucking things, they sign your shit, and it's like Kevin Bieksa, and it's like a K, and then a Bieksa, and then he puts like a 3 on there, or like you know what I mean, or like Michael Jordan, like it'd be Jordan 23.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it's a definite signature just for signature's sake.
Yeah,
but I mean, like, even still, I like my signature is just my name.
My proudest signature. What's the proudest signature you have?
Proudest?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Mine's Nick Jonas.
Oh, like you mean like from somebody else?
Yeah.
I was like, thought you meant like
not you.
Signing something. I was like,
practicing your signature.
What? Like my passport? I don't know.
My passport. It looks great on there.
I got Don Cherry on the wall over there.
Fuck yeah.
I mean,
Don
he got
Cherry.
canceled. So like,
why did he get canceled again?
Because he wanted people to support our troops, our vets.
What did he say?
he said, wear a fucking poppy. Like not like that, but he said, he referenced people living in like the Metro Toronto area, like the city center, and he was like, oh yeah, specifically you people not wearing poppies. And
it's because he said you people.
Yeah, people thought he was referencing immigrants and shit, and I was like, bruh, he just wants you to fucking wear a goddamn poppy. And
but the thing about Don Cherry too is like my man Grapes, he
said some shit before. It was just fucked that it was that was the comment that got him fucking canned.
Yeah, but he's old enough, guy's loaded. He's living the dream now. He's probably pretty pumped. I'd be fired up.
I wouldn't be if I'm that old. You want something to do, man.
I guess.
You got one show a week for 5 minutes.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, give me something to do.
Yeah.
Now,
we should hire him.
Get Grapes on the pod? Hell
Get Grapes on the pod? Dude, why wouldn't we? He's not doing anything. Hey, Grapes, come on the pod. Would love to have you on.
Proudest signature, though. I mean, I got like 4 of the King Giz members to sign this.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Poster.
Yeah. I just don't meet a lot of famous people. Didn't have the balls to talk to Ariana Grande. I saw Bella Thorne at Disneyland as well on the same vacation. You
saw fucking Brock Besser in the airport, but you were high as fuck.
Yeah, I was on an edible. I've told that story, haven't I?
I don't know. I
Probably.
Remember. I just have mashed potatoes for a brain.
Dude, I thought my memory would come back when I stopped smoking weed, but hey.
No.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Wrong.
Nope. Dude, I've been crushing my beer fridge in my backyard.
Oh, crushing.
Oh, my God.
You almost done the keg? Or kegs?
I don't know. Because they're metal. I don't know. One day I'm just going to go for a beer and it's just going to be like, I don't know. So sad. You kidding me?
You'd have to buy another one soon.
Oh, another $100.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I don't know, man. Hey, big news, though. Big news that came out today. So we're recording this on Thursday, the 11th.
Oh.
12th? PS5 got revealed today.
Looks like a fucking Wi-Fi router.
Now, it does look like a Wi-Fi router, but that's okay because this thing is going to be 4K, 120 frames per second. All the jazz.
About 120 frames per second, but hopefully
I heard, okay, so I was looking at like comments for it, and a lot of people were like, yo, like, how much is this motherfucker gonna cost? Because, like, if you think about it, the hardware that you need to run a game nowadays at like
4K, 60.
4K, 60, they are saying 120 because it has to maintain for the next like fucking 5 years or whatever, right? So it's gonna be 120. I thought it was going to be like $1,000 or $1,500, but obviously not a lot of people are going to buy that.
Yeah, they're saying what I've seen was between the range of $500 to $800.
That's what I've seen too, and now that's completely reasonable. I think so.
I mean, it's still even for a console.
What was Xbox One and PS4 when they came out?
The Xbox
wasn't it $250?
No. The Xbox One was $399 US when it came out.
Okay.
Same with the PS4. PS4 might have been $350.
Okay, it'll probably be $499 US. That's my guess.
I want to say $5 or $6.99. Like depending, just because like you said, like if they're really aiming for longevity on these things,
yeah.
Like, and I know the PlayStation has like this new fucking SSD system in place, and I've had a nice argument with my friends about it recently. Not recently, it was a couple months ago. So it was this thing where basically it was like they're putting in this like new SSD system that is apparently best in class, which people are taking to mean that it's like faster than anything else.
Is it just a terabyte?
Well, no, it's even less than that. Like people were saying, or like it came out and it was like the SSD was going to be, I forget now. I think it might have been $750.
That's weird. Because
I was like, when the PS4 came out, like the one I have right there, 500 gigabyte hard drive. Mm-hmm. And obviously the whole SSD thing is because of read-write times. They want to eliminate the loading times that are notorious on consoles, that makes sense. But why only make it 750? That's my thing.
The thing that doesn't make sense about that is they have two versions of the PS5. Like they have a
digital and
they have a digital edition. Now, probably the digital edition will have a bumped up SSD storage. Right? That would only make sense because you can run with 750, you can run like you'll have the games, then you'll probably have like 25, 30 gigabytes. that you have to download on top of that.
Yeah.
So realistically, that could work out, and they're just trying. The reason why they're probably just trying to push. They're really playing with like the money game right now, probably, right?
Well, that's because me and a buddy of mine were talking about it, and we were like, oh, because I was like, I might like if I'm gonna get it, I'm probably gonna get the digital because I as much as I love collecting like physical copies, I don't buy enough games on console to warrant giving a fuck about a disc.
Yeah, me too.
Like I'm just gonna buy it on the
Especially if
fucking
it's
store.
cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like and if it's like $100 cheaper, like you said, like the digital edition, I'm just gonna get that. But then, now that you say that, they might match prices, but then give you the option of having 250 extra gigs versus a fucking optical drive.
Yeah.
So that would be interesting to see. But the thing I was talking about with my buddies, I was like, they released, like I said, the 500 gigabyte PS4 when it first came out, and then like a year later, they released a terabyte version because there wasn't enough fucking space on it. Yeah. They were like, oh well, there's plenty. I fucking had plenty of space on mine. I was like, I don't. Dude, every time I get a new game or like someone lets me borrow a game that I want to play, I have to delete 2 games to fucking play it.
Yeah, that was like me too.
Like I was like, what the fuck? Like obviously I have a lot of like video stuff and like screenshots and stuff, but like 500 gigabytes or like 750, it's not enough for like current games, man. Like it needs to be terabyte base.
They should be ripping like 1 terabyte, and you can upgrade it for a 2 terabyte or something like that.
That's what I was thinking.
That would be perfect.
That's what I was thinking.
They didn't release specs today though. They just released. It was more so just like showcasing games and shit. And
which, to be fair, they showed off some banger games.
Really? I haven't watched the whole thing. I was just been reading about it.
Yeah, one buddy of mine, he was sending me a bunch of it. But like they showed off like Horizon Zero Dawn 2, which was like a story-driven like open world game that everybody like. It was for the PS4, and everybody was kind of like, oh, I don't know how this is gonna go. And then it just turned out to be a fucking hit. It was just kick ass. So they made a second one of those. An old game called Demon Souls is coming, like getting remade, which a bunch of people are really excited about because you know Dark Souls.
Yeah.
It's like the precursor to that. Like it was like the first one they ever made.
Okay.
So that's coming out. A new Spider-Man game with Miles Morales. So it's like he's like the black kid with fucking, he can go like invisible and like shock stuff. And when I watched it, I was like, hey, fuck yeah, because that looks dope. Because they for whatever reason in those comic books specifically, they love playing with like neon purple and like teal colors, which I love. So it's like it looks visually pleasing.
Yeah.
But then the part of my brain was just like, that couldn't have been better timing.
Oh, to have a black kid,
you know
as
what? As like your lead. I was like, wow. Yeah. Like I was like, obviously nobody could have seen that coming. This game's been in development for hella long time.
Yeah.
But like,
is it the game that movie was about? Like that.
The animated movie? No.
I still haven't seen that.
Really?
Yeah.
Watch it, man. It's really good.
Is it really that good?
Really good.
What's it called?
Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah.
Really good, man. It's like the fucking, like I said, like in the comic books, they love playing with color, and the movie does it fucking, because it's animated, right? So you can do whatever you want, really, and holy fuck.
Yeah.
Get a little baked when you watch it.
I might. Is it on Disney Plus?
Not on Disney. Oh, maybe it is.
Maybe. That's what I was thinking.
Look, but
we'll look. I don't know, dude. There's a couple movies I gotta watch. I haven't been. It's so hard for me to get into like new shit. Have you watched the Jeffrey Epstein documentary yet?
No, I saw that. No, it's just another one of those docs that I was just like, I'm kind of docked out right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like so many things are coming out that are like new docs, and I was like, and I already watched a lot of docs like before.
Never saw Tiger King though.
And to be honest, man, it never caught my attention, and I just, now that like the hype's died down around it, it really doesn't catch my attention.
Well, it was only hyped up for like a week.
That's what I mean. That's why I was like, eh. Like it, I just feel like it caught on because it was wacky and wild, and everybody was in the middle of COVID quarantine. Like,
yeah,
it was just one of those things where I was like, I don't know about this, you know?
Yeah.
So I watched the Jordan doc. That was fucking fantastic.
Jordan doc was unreal.
And then I've been obviously I watch a lot of war docs and shit just because it's what I'm interested in. But so yeah, that was kind of like I watched a bunch of those, and then immediately like Tiger King came out, and I was like, and then the Jordan doc came out, and I was like, I have to watch that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did. Now I'm just like, right now I'm just watching like an old travel show that's like my favorite show of all time.
What is it?
Departures.
Departures.
It's like 2 Canadian guys.
Is it on YouTube? or something?
It's on Prime Video, Amazon.
Oh, you have Amazon Prime?
Yeah, I just use my parents.
Fuck yeah.
Yes, sir.
Balling on a budget.
Yeah, basically.
Stealing their password.
I think it's also on YouTube. They put a bunch
illegal.
of it on YouTube. But it was fucking, yeah, I don't know. Kind of what, like, inspired me to start wanting to travel and shit.
Yeah.
And, like, get into what I'm in for school and everything like that. Like, that was where it started. I was, like, an 8-year-old kid when I first watched that, so.
Yeah, dude. You want to start making those travel videos and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm pretty pumped with, like, the video that I made. Or, I mean, the process of making right now.
We obviously, like, we're, like, best friends. But we also have, like, an untold rivalry.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Every time you do something or I do something, we always try and one up. You know what I mean?
That's how you got to do it, though.
Yeah, it's like a constant thing.
I'm like that with every one of my friends that do the same thing as me.
Yeah, you always try and one up them every single time.
You don't want to be worse than someone else.
No, exactly. But it's like a competitive gene. You know what I mean? And like obviously, like when I got into photography a little bit before you,
Yeah.
and then you caught up, and I've known you've always had an eye for it.
Yeah.
But you don't have like the technicality things down yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like you said, like a couple times when you're flying the drone, like the guy would get out of frame, and I was like thinking, and I'm like, well, you could still use that, you know what I mean? But it wouldn't like if you use the whole clip, it wouldn't make sense. But when I watched the edit, the way you used it, where it's like you watch the guy go up from a different angle, and then you cut it right as he's coming back into the frame.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is how you would have used that. You know, that's how you should use it.
Yeah.
Like I thought the edit was fucking really good.
Yeah,
man.
dude, it's good.
You're
I gotta explain what the video I'm making is. So last weekend I went up to Kamloops. It's like a 3-hour drive away from where we live.
Loops.
To the Loops, and I went up with because I have like my drone and my film equipment, and Trey and I are both like love making videos and stuff like
Big
that.
film guys.
Big film guys. And so I went up with my drone and all my camera equipment and everything, all in this fucking backpack, my buddy's backpack. Shout out Drew. And
Highly unlikely.
I went up with 3 pro dirt jumpers. Because there's this big bike park up there. And first of all, one of these kids is fucking 16 years old.
Disgusting.
Disgusting, dude. I would never, like, okay. There's something that's so terrifying to me about going off a dirt jump and then landing is fine. I can go off a dirt jump and I can land. I used to do that shit, like, when I was camping and stuff. There was, like, these dirt jump trails and stuff. And I would jump, like, there was a gap that was maybe, like, 5-10 feet, and I would get like 10-15 feet of air. These guys were literally getting, I shit you not, probably 20-30 feet of air on like a 20-foot gap, and this 16 fucking year old kid would send himself off this thing and rip a backflip, tail whip, fucking 360 jerk off in the air, landed in a cup. I
like so for example, like the kid, like the one video you have, it's like it starts off, he kind of comes into frame and he kind of goes down, he drops out of frame and then comes up off the jump.
Yeah.
And he does like a backflip, like you said, tail whip, grabs back onto the bars, and as he's coming back, like coming up through the backflip, he's doing like a fucking like T-pose kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it would be called.
I don't even understand the trick.
It looks disgusting.
Yeah, like the way that it's all turning out, dude. I'm fired up about it. I love making like those type of videos where it's like action.
Yeah,
I love videotaping action sports and shit like that, where you clip them all together really nice and you implement slow mo and all this shit and time it to the music and stuff. I fucking love that. It's fucking.
You got your fast, slow, fast stuff on like on lock and that.
Yeah, dude.
It was really good.
Yeah. I'm getting used to it.
Definitely one thing I gotta get better on my like editing side, and like that's the thing is going in with like a plan, you know what I mean? Like being like, okay, I'm gonna record, like you had like the lead up of like the song is like Buddy tying his shoes, you guys getting in the car, loading up the bikes, like pictures or like video of the bikes, video of the people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so it's good lead up B-roll until you get to the actual clips.
Yeah.
And like that's like I obviously don't do a lot of that kind of stuff, but like I want to do something with a plan to be like have like that kind of a thing in mind where I'm like, I'm going to make a 2 to 5 minute story from this adventure, essentially.
Yeah.
Like one of my buddies I go to school with, he went and he climbed the Abbotsford Chief, with like three other guys we go to school with. I made like it was like a 10-minute video. It was more like vlog form, but it was a lot of like really cool, like nice shots mixed in. Obviously, they get to the top and you can see over like a bunch of the Metro Vancouver area.
Yeah.
And like it was, I don't know, it was really good, but it was less like action oriented stuff. Like I said, it was kind of vlog-ish, but like, you know, like I want to like merge the two of them, so it's like a little bit of the vlog elements and then some like action, nice shots, all merged into one nice edit. But I guess that's the trick of getting it down.
Yeah, the only thing I'm pissed about is like I didn't get all the footage that I wanted.
Yeah.
Like I was like, that's only like maybe 3 hours total of time that I had to film all that clips that I got. And those guys I got like some insane clips just in that short amount of time, but
it's not enough for like a full
did I tell you
video.
I almost puked from sushi there?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, because first of all, Kamloops, where I went, is nowhere near the fucking ocean. And these guys had the great idea to fucking get sushi in the middle of nowhere. Now, in Vancouver, I'm completely fine getting sushi because I know where they most likely caught these fucking fish, right?
In the water.
In the fucking ocean. Now,
to be fair, it is only a couple hour drive and they can freeze the fish and send it up there. I'd rather get sushi in Loops than Saskatchewan.
No, 100%. But the problem is that this sushi restaurant was in the middle of a parking lot. Now it wasn't like a fucking there was a parking lot and there was like a corner and there's a couple other shops.
Yeah.
This was like it was a big Walmart and shit, and there was a huge parking lot, just like how a normal massive parking lot to a sort of mall area would be. And in the corner of this parking lot, where there would be about 10 to 15 parking spots, was just a random sushi restaurant. Nice. In like the corner. Behind it, there was a 360 fucking radius around it. There was parking spots. It was just put there. Random. And they had a great idea to go fucking get sushi there. It's blazing hot sun outside. So I'm like, all right, I guess we're getting sushi. And they're 20 minutes after I'm done eating that. Like, I couldn't even finish the sushi, by the way, because one of the rolls I had was absolutely terrible. Nice. And so we're like going back just in the sun, and I didn't bring enough water, like by far. Like I was like dehydrated as fuck. And I'm looking at my buddy who came with me, who was like making a video too. And I'm like, dude, like, he's like, it's the same thing, but we were talking about earlier. We're like, if someone confirms it, then you feel way worse. Yeah. I was like, in my mind, I'm like, I don't know if I'm just dehydrated or this sushi, like I'm about to fucking throw up, right?
The guy was probably like...
And he looks at me and he's like, yo, is this sushi not sitting well in your stomach either? And I'm like, oh, fuck, well, I guess I'm puking.
Yeah.
Guess I'm puking because you just fucking said that to me.
Thanks for nothing.
Thanks, bro. I ended up rallying. I didn't puke, but like, dude, I was so fucking close, man.
See, there's a difference too between like you get a little too hammered and you make yourself puke, you rally because you get the adrenaline going, body fights through it, you're good. You know what I mean? Like one puke and you're good. There's a difference between that and having bad food. Yeah. Having bad food and puking just makes it worse. Yeah. You feel like shit for the rest of the day. So, yeah, it's like, fuck, yeah. I ain't about that. I ain't about puking in general.
I ain't about that shit. And I was fucking like, dude, there's no way I'm puking because we're just in the middle of this fucking, these bike jumps and all this shit. You have
to drive home.
Yeah, just smelling like puke. God forbid I got some
on me. I've only puked one time from drinking.
One time?
One time.
Where? Was it in Europe?
No. I didn't puke at all in Europe. Yeah, it was here. It was on New Year's. I crushed like 12 Budweisers and then had like people were handing me shots, so I took a couple.
Oh, that'll do it to you.
Different shots, and someone gave me a triple shot of tequila. Like it was like a red Solo cup filled up like that.
Was it multiple sips?
No, like I took it in one go like a champion, and immediately after, because tequila doesn't sit well with me, like especially that aftertaste. I finished it, and it was just like I was like, oh, and it was like my mouth filled with water, and I was like, oh, that's not good. And I like swallowed it and I was like, we're good. We're going to rally. Everybody moved over to this guy's theater room and I was just leaned up against the wall and I was like, oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah. Let's go over there. Sat on the fucking couch and I was sitting there and I was like, you got to run now. And then as soon as I fucking get up, I was like,
dude, see, now I puke all the time from drinking because your boy doesn't know how to stop.
Dude, that voice in my head's like, I'll get to like a certain amount and I'm just like, nah, I'm good.
Really?
I'm good here. I'm good.
See, because I can never drink because sometimes I am socially awkward and I just always need to have a drink in my hand because if I don't have a drink in my hand, I'm at a club or something like that, I don't know what to do with both hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, I can pop and lock it, but your boy can only dance for so long. If I have one drink, it's way easier.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying though. But like, you get to that one drink, and then I'll just sit on it for like.
True. I always
30 minutes.
rip a cup with ice. Make people think I'm drinking something.
Smart, because then, but you're also dehydrating yourself more because ice dehydrates you.
Ice dehydrates you?
Yeah, because it takes more water to melt the ice than it does to that you're getting back.
But then you drink it.
Takes more water to melt the ice than you getting back.
Damn, dude. Okay, well,
It's the
my
same with
fucking
snow.
drunk science is way off.
It's the same with snow. If you ever like fucking out in the wilderness for whatever reason, you don't have any water, but you got snow, don't just eat the snow, melt it first, and then drink it.
Smart. How am
Yeah.
I supposed to fucking
Rub some sticks together. I don't know. Piss
start
on
a
it.
fire? Piss on it.
Piss on it.
Drink your own piss.
Just give yourself
Thanks, Bear Grylls.
What did Bear Grylls do to himself that one time?
Dog,
He, like,
Bear Grylls is the biggest fucking fraud of all time. Wasn't he ripping like KFC off camera?
yeah,
Isn't that what
he
he's
had
doing?
like a full dinner off camera. Like
Yeah.
the camera crew came with him, and obviously those fucking guys ain't eating snakes off the ground.
Yeah,
they're gonna have
he's like
din.
drinking his piss on camera and then off camera. What do you got, a George Foreman grill?
What are you gonna do? Grilled chicken in the woods? Dude, that guy straight up though, like, didn't he give himself like what's that called where you like take a tube and put it up your ass and that's
An
how
enema.
An enema, yeah. He took like some like it was like a pool of water in the middle of nowhere that was just full of bird shit. And he was like, if I drink this, I'm gonna fucking shit myself and fucking puke everywhere. He's like, I gotta give myself an enema. And he shoved a thing up his ass and put the water up. And
They're behind camera like, Bear, we got water bottles, don't do it.
And like I remember, like all I remember because I remember seeing the episode when I was young, and it was just like his face as he like puts the tube in his ass. He's like,
Everyone behind the camera like, oh my God.
oh my god, this guy's so metal.
What are you doing, Bear? He's drinking his piss.
Bear.
Dude, I bet they went into that thing saying there's going to be like a really like PG like fucking video. Like, yeah, you'll rub some sticks together, start a fire. Like, I'll show you how to start a fire.
I've got to shove this tube up my ass.
They're like, what the fuck is he doing, Bear? No, I'm going to drink my piss. Dog, I don't know.
This guy would love R. Kelly.
Dude, if you send R. Kelly and Bear Grylls out into the woods, they're surviving forever.
Oh, forever. Oh, Kelly, pee on me.
Pee on me. I love it.
It's not sexual. I need it to survive.
I
Now shove it up my ass.
I need it. Give me a piss enema.
Even R. Kelly's like, oh my god, bro, relax.
Holy fuck.
Oh man.
Jesus.
Well, man, you got any other little tidbits to talk about?
Any tidbits?
Any
dog?
more Chaz with Raz?
Chaz with Rads. Dude, it's so funny. I think that fucking country, it's a country? Why not make it like an own city? It's a country.
You know how now that I'm thinking about it, you know how contradictory that is?
It's the most contradictory thing of all time.
No, I'm not talking about like what they're protesting against. I'm talking specifically about the name. The country of Chaz.
Yeah.
And it's Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone.
Yeah.
Autonomous means that there's a federal government above you to be autonomous from. So you're not a different country. You're just a province or fucking state or whatever.
Something that's autonomous from the larger government.
So you're not the country.
So you're not a fucking country, Chaz.
You're just Chaz.
You're just Chaz. At least name it Chad. You go into Chad, it's just a bunch of guys playing beer pong.
Just Thad. It's literally a 6-block fucking what are those things called at unis?
Frat party?
Yeah, like a 6-block frat house. Except with homeless guys that rip vegan food.
Yeah. Oh, dude, so in their request for like other shit, they wanted free housing in all of Seattle as well. Free university.
Okay, bud.
They wanted so these protesters, the cops,
Yeah.
the fucking gang that
Raz?
is the new cops, Raz and his boys, they're catching people like spray painting vegan restaurants and shit and stuff that they declare is still okay and fucking them up.
Yeah, okay, here's another thing too. I wanted to touch on this and I don't think I got to. The people that are saying get rid of the police entirely, I don't know if you could be more stupid. I don't know.
I 100% agree because
Like-
you know what happens if you get rid of the police?
Anarchy.
Dude, you think that, like, okay, let me get this straight. Obviously, fucking police brutality and everything is very bad. But you know what else is going to be worse than police brutality?
Not having
If
any
someone
police.
wants your car, they're going to fuck you up and take it.
Yeah. And who are you going to call? Someone
What are you going to call, the Ghostbusters?
Someone breaks into your house, has a gun to your fucking family's head, and you're thinking, I'll just call the police. Oh, wait, I live in the fucking country of Chaz.
Yo,
and they
someone
got rid of it.
Raz's number? No, we don't got cell phones no more because we
live in a fucking anarcho state. Cool.
Yeah, everyone lives in tents.
Cool, bro.
Dude, wait, hold the fucking phone. Hold the fucking phone. Speaking of tents, you want to tell the good audience of Clouded Judgement what the boys what me and you witnessed in that fucking tent
Oh,
2 days ago?
Okay, so
Oh my god!
I think it was on Monday.
Yeah.
After work, I met Noah downtown.
Yeah.
And so we're just taking some street photography, doing our thing, and Noah goes to take a picture of a nice goose, and he sees the goose, and he's taking a picture. And in the distance, we can hear like a nice like. We're like, "The fuck's that noise?" We look over, and there's two people, and when Noah's taking the picture of this goose, these two people are fucking bugging out in the entrance of this tent. They're staring at us. We're like, man, these guys are gymming the fuck out. What's going on
Dude,
here?
so let me get this straight. This tent was just parked on the beach,
Like on the side, like so.
on a
There's like it
fucking
was
hill.
It was on a hill beach area. It was right by BC Place, and there was just like behind BC Place was just this massive. It's like on the seawall. It's this massive bike and running or walking area.
Yeah.
So it's just like these lanes of bikers and walkers going about their day, and there's just a tent with these two people that were lurking and staring at us, and we're just like, what the fuck? Like,
Now,
what are these people doing?
They looked like they did LSD for a vacation all the time. Like,
Yeah, so what we go about our business. We're like, oh, these fucking gymmers are just gonna chill here and they're gonna fucking tweak out, whatever. So we leave and we take some pictures and we start walking back. As we're walking back to our cars, and there's just rave music going hard in this thing. And Noah's like, man, I think they're fucking in that tent. And right as he says that, like the walls of the tent start moving, like, you know. You gotta have a bit of a rhythm when you're fucking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And this tent was like the wall was bulging out.
Yeah.
In rhythm, I was like, okay.
So the only two options what were going on in that tent, it was a man and a woman, maybe the age of 25 to 30 years old, obviously tweakers, right? And there's only two things that they could have been doing. They're either fucking in the tent or just hardcore headbanging in the tent.
Yeah.
Now, either of those options, I would much rather them be fucking in the tent. Because, dude, if they're just in the tent, just fucking
Headbanging, that's
headbanging,
dude. You know how bad of a look that is.
are you kidding me? You park up your tent on the side of like fucking a public area in Vancouver, and you're headbanging to rave music on a Monday at 3:30 p.m. Are you kidding me,
dude?
Trying to take a picture of a goose. You're headbanging in a tent,
Dude, I was gonna say, when you're taking a picture, like, did we? I'm sorry. Did we stop your rave? Did we interrupt your rave on the side of the beach? Where literally, it's not even like a good beach. It's just a beach that's full of geese covered in goose shit.
It's poo beach.
Yeah, it's literally poo beach, and all there is just these two tweaks. Like, it's their army of geese that they're just sitting there and they just fuck in front of for fun.
What if they like stuck their head out the tents and they were like, yeah, and then the fucking geese,
the geese go at us? Yeah. You hear like a faint crack of a whip in the distance, and the geese will turn their heads at us. We're like,
yo, geese are motherfucking savages.
oh yeah,
Dog,
we'll attack people.
Oh,
They're super territorial.
Oh yeah, I'm so afraid to get close to it. That motherfucker was giving me eyeballs when I was getting close.
the whole time, and you still got that pic. Still nasty.
Dope photo. But dude, I don't know. I would definitely beat a goose in a one-on-one, but two geese?
Well, I mean, all you got to do is grab it by the neck. It's got a massive
teeth?
neck. Yeah, so
they got beaks and teeth. That's a little overpowered. You should only have one.
Hey, yeah, just tell Mother Nature that, hey, you know all that fucking, all that, not design, but all that evolution you've been doing? Yeah, no, stop that. You got to cancel this. These geese got teeth and beaks.
Yeah, it's overpowered, dog.
And wings.
And wings? Are you kidding me? That thing was 20 pounds bigger That would be fucking terrifying.
Yeah, it'd be like a 50-pound cat. Shit would kill you.
Dude, I don't even know. Ugh. Let me check the time here. We're good. Yeah, we're past the time. We gotta end her. She's fucking. You got a big day of work tomorrow,
Oh, big
boys.
Friday.
Hopefully you've been fucking be able to get a little sleep.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I'm gonna shoot myself tomorrow.
Anyways, guys,
It's gonna rain all day. Yes.
We'll send her home here. Thanks for sticking around. Episode 29.
29, boys. It's huge. We're getting there.
We're fucking getting there, boys.
Yeah.
Now, we'll see you next week.
Stay safe out there.
Fucking love you guys.
Peace out.